Hey, this is another list review. And today I'm reviewing a couple of lists from different people. The first one is from Rob in Canada. Hi, Rob. He writes, hello, Bo. My name is Rob. I'm from Canada, just by way of meta context. Really nice. Very much appreciate your content. Thank you so much. I love it if you consider giving my 1000 point German list a look over. I'm not sure about a couple of things in the list, notably my SS unit, which I intend as a hammer in a truck. Hammer in a truck. Haven't used that wording before about it. I use push units, but I completely understand what you mean. Yes, sometimes you need something that you can push up and just hit something very hard and it goes away. I haven't had a chance to review Tough Gut yet. Me neither. Me neither. So I'm not sure about the adjustments I would make for those fancy new Ibn Email Pioneers, as well as the Panzerfaust 30s, which could be a thing. I can see that changing up German lists in the future. I think there's going to be a meta shift where we are going to see a lot of these new pioneers. I also think we're going to see the Gewehr 43, the double shotting sniper, because it's only 10 points more, like something like that. So I think we're going to see quite a lot of changes. But just based on what he's got here, let's go and watch what it is that Rob does. So this is his 14 order dice. Just sorry a minute, not fumbling this one. Yeah. Sorry about that. I just wanted to check that I'm actually on the right setting for my for what you're viewing. I've been fumbling the camera handling for a few times here. So 14 order dice, 1,000 points, like the order dice count. For a Canadian meta, that is going to be a little high, which is good, as long as you're not sacrificing units to do that. Waffen-SS Lieutenant, inexperienced, very cheapest. You're going to need to try and keep him alive, keep him out of sniper range, keep him away from anything that's threatening, like behind line of sight blocking cover somewhere, or behind hard cover where he can go down. He's not going to be much use. He is there just to be the order dice. Herr Grenadiers, love these guys. 7 men, 1 Panzerfaust. Lovely, lovely units. 2 Panzerfaust in the other one. I don't think you need double Panzerfausts in that one. Single Panzerfaust should be enough. They're mainly there, the Panzerfaust, to scare away enemy armor. But these are lovely skirmish units, regulars. Nice. I like it that you don't overspend, because with Germans you can spend so much. You could sink points into all kinds of different stuff, and sometimes it's just throwing away points. You're not getting that much more fighting power. So I really like that. Waffen-SS, here we go. Veterans. Ooh, they're expensive. Look at that. 7 men with assault rifle veterans, 152 points. That is not worth it in points compared to what you get in some other armies. I mean, you could get Soviet pioneers that are more dangerous than that. Fanatics and everything. They have a few good assaults in them, like 1 or 2, but they're not going to be massively useful, not compared to their point costs. Let's see if we'd want to change anything. I understand the concept here of having one very hard-hitting unit. Ideally, I would have a few more guys in it. The 1 Panzerfaust. I think maybe I would put 2 Panzerfaust in this unit, actually, because you're moving them up in a truck. They're getting out. Once they get out, they're going to shoot stuff, right? The assault rifles are going to shoot some things, but the Panzerfaust are there to maybe shoot at something else. And I would want to be absolutely certain that what you're shooting at, which would typically be a tank, that you're killing it. So double Panzerfaust for me would be a thing. I think I would just shift one of the Panzerfaust here down to the Waffen-SS unit, if we're keeping the Waffen-SS unit. Storm Pioneers, these are a good push unit. Very, very good. They've got flamethrowers, submachine guns, rifle, one Panzerfaust. Love them. These are really dangerous. They're actually more dangerous than your Waffen-SS. Yes, I know the Waffen-SS can fight close combat, which the Storm Pioneers, yeah, they can do a little bit, but not that much. But it's the flamethrower. It's the flamethrower that really makes this unit. You know what? If once Tough Gut is out and you've got the book, if you want to change this one up, I would change it to yeah, I would change it to the Eben Email Pioneers, and I think it would even save a few points, which you could make one of these Herr Grenadiers into a Waffen-SS unit, regulars instead, with the Panzerfaust. You can build them exactly like you build these guys here. Osttruppen, because they're so cheap, and full strength, makes them a perfect outflank unit. Love them. Beware of pins though. 4 pins and you're out. German LMG team, lovely. Medium mortar with spotter, lovely. You could save points here, but that takes a little getting used to. It takes a lot more thought and takes the right kind of terrain if you want to go inexperienced medium mortar, but you can save points there. Sniper team, regular, lovely. Nebelwerfer, also really good. 250/9, this is the top competitive choice for armored cars for Germans. Panzer III, that's the darker Panzer. This is a really good army list. Truck here, regular with a MMG mounted. Does it need to be regular? Does it need to have the MMG? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. And heavy field car for the engineers. So you could save a lot of points by just pushing down to heavy field cars and not doing regular, actually. Buying them inexperienced because they're not going to be shot at. Most of the time, you're going to sit them in line of sight blocking cover, waiting for the chance to pounce. And this is true both of the veterans with assault rifles or the pioneers. They're going to sit in that truck, in that heavy field car, behind line of sight blocking cover, waiting for the enemy to move into range. And then they move out, get out of the vehicle, shoot their flamethrower, their SMGs, their assault rifles, whatever, and then they do the assault after that. So that's the process. So most of the time, having expensive transport is not actually worth it. If you're buying this truck at 54 points, it's because you maybe are looking for it to, in some games, sit on the back line, just being a machine gun pillbox, basically, which is perfectly fine. So in that respect, that works perfectly fine. But the field car, save the points, go Inix, and use the points for something else. And if you're not changing anything else, at least buy another Panzerfaust somewhere. Right. Lovely little platoon here. Lovely little platoon. So that was the first list that I was going to look over. Second list is from Mason. And Mason is also trying to make Germany great again. He is building a Deutsche Afrika Korps, so a dark list, and he's trying to make Death Stars work. He's going to Warzone Atlanta in December, and this is his thought process. So let me just bring up his list. Here we go. So 11 order dice, 994 points. I know the final few points are there left over because he wants to buy the new Gewehr 43 sniper, which I completely understand. It's only 5 points more expensive. My main worry here is that it's 11 order dice. 11 order dice is very, very low and possibly too low for comfort. It is going to struggle games. And it is going to struggle because you're bringing a Tiger tank. Now, the damage output of that Tiger tank is not going to be worth it in most games, especially not if the terrain is dense on the table. If you have an open table, maybe. So let's look through the list, see if we can improve anything, see if we can find anywhere where we would say, okay, let's do a heavier tank. Second lieutenant regular with an extra man. Could even go 2 extra men if you wanted to. Hair Grenadiers with a Faust. Yeah, because you need the Fausts in here. Ideally, you would have a second Faust in this unit as well. They're 5-man units. Ideally, they would also have an extra man, because 5 man is not a lot. But the sniper here, veteran, buying it up, upgrading it to the 2-shot sniper. Love that. Tiger 1 fuel shortage. Ooh, yeah. Now, the Tiger in itself is a lovely tank. It's got 12 MMG shots, so it has the MMGs if it wants to. It's got the super heavy anti-tank gun, 7+, it's 10+, it's got Tiger Fear, but it does have fuel shortage, and that fuel shortage can and will fuck you over in some games. It's not good. It does save you a few points. Is it worth it? I don't think so. Still. Because you're at 11 order dice, your order dice count suffers massively from spending 356 points here. Could you run Panzer IIIs? Yes. Even the heavier versions of them. Could you run a Panzer IV? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just too many points sunk into something that may just get stuck in a game. Second lieutenant is the dark one. So the first one is basically not a theater platoon. Here is just a regular reinforced platoon, and then comes the dark light division. Second lieutenant again with an extra man. I think you should cut out the extra man here. Have them be single men, and just be put the extra men into these grenadier units. And the reason you're taking dark is to get access to the Schutzen. The Schutzen are excellent, excellent infantry choices. Ideally, you would have more of them, and you can, because here now, correct me if I'm wrong. Someone in the comment section, please. The Aufklärungsgruppe here, that is 180 points for a single order dice, unless I'm very much mistaken. So yeah, I can understand you get a lot of vehicles for that order dice, but they have single order dice, which really, really sucks. If you got 4, 5 order dice out of that choice, yeah, I would take them. I would take them because they would boost your order dice count, but your order dice count is still only 11. So for me, a motorcycle with a machine gun sidecar, and then just buying extra, like 2 extra Schutzen squads. Perfect. That would be perfect. That would mean that you had 2 extra order dice. That would bring you to 13, which would be more beneficial, I think. A truck here, inexperienced truck, and a Kugelwagen inexperienced. Not sure what that is supposed to transport. Do you need transport for everything in the Dark Light Division? You possibly do. Oh, that sucks. Well, you could throw in the Grenadiers. To bring up some Panzerfaust, but yeah. This unit, I'm sorry, Mason, I don't think this is it. let me know if you take it and if it works, because but I'm not seeing it right now. You need more order dice and you need effective order dice. So the Aufklärungscommand, Aufklärungsgruppe, that needs to go. The Tiger, that needs to go. Pump it down to a darker Panzer. I'm sorry, just more effective for the points. Yeah, right. That was it for me today. 2 list reviews, both German. Sorry if I didn't like your list, Mason, but that's how it goes. Sometimes it just and I may be completely wrong. I may be completely wrong, and it may work. I just don't think so. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.